Hey, Gutfoxx here. So we got a patch coming on the morrow. It's not live right now. It will be coming in a few hours. As you see, it says 4 a.m. Pacifically. So in the morning it should be live, and we'll of course test this out tomorrow with a lot of the other things on its way. The Lou Gehrig series, we talked about that. Friday's gonna be a big thing too. I saw Edward Cabrera's debut was good. Can we patch him out of the game preemptively, please? But the biggest change, in my opinion, here, we'll go through all of them, but the long sliding dives have been replaced with animations that are more realistic, a more realistic representation of how LED's players dive in the infield. What's crazy is like the outfield also have these dives too, but like there's been some wild stuff. Like it was frustrating this year, I think, with these dives specifically, because I think what SDS saw was how cool like highlights were of people making diving plays over the previous year or so, and so they made it easier. But like they didn't understand that cool things happen and are cool moments because they're rare, right? Like if something just happens over and over, it's no longer rare, it's no longer cool, it's just normal. It's right. Like it's the major problem with Madden 16, for example, where OBJ made that really cool over the head catch. I don't know if you guys remember that highlight, but then they just turn that into like the average every day. It happens every single game. And so like with too much repetition, it's not good. It's like your favorite song. It's awesome, but if you listen to it 1,000 times, you're gonna get sick of it, okay? Unless that of course song is Barbie Girl, then that's a whole different thing. But long sliding dives replaced in the infield, so this should actually bring up batting averages a little bit, bring up the general score of the game for people, especially with sinkers being so meta and getting on top of the ball. Now you won't get as many of those long sliding dives. On a 9 inning game, how many long sliding dives would you guys estimate happen? Would it be at least one? I think on a 9 inning game, you'd get kind of robbed, and you'd probably rob your opponent of one too. So it's going to add at least a hit a game, I would say, to people's gameplay, if not more. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. How many of those long diving, sliding dives you've seen per game that you played online? But anyway, Stadium Creator getting a couple bug issues. Fixed a bug, fixed an issue. It caused a soft lock. Various stability improvements. Now, various stability improvements are strange because it's very hard to say, oh, we fixed freeze off, oh, we fixed disconnects on Xbox, which is not in this thing, which is a huge, major, probably like the biggest problem with the game is when they just don't let you play the game, right? And so they haven't come out and said, hey, we've solved these freeze glitches. And this is the same thing we see with game companies across the industry. They just say stability improvements to try and like, help out the things, but they don't want to say, hey, we solved this issue because they don't know. We're gonna require us to play a million more games. I think for gameplay, sorry, let me go back up off of this. I'm a little disappointed they haven't touched the batting system again, especially like foul balls itself. It's very frustrating going through at bats with guys just fouling the ball off over and over and over. Sometimes there's inconsistent, like, today I remember a guy threw a changeup high in the zone. I hit it like a micrometer off of my PCI center, like barely, like perfect timing almost, like just like slightly ahead of so it's like just early, but it was slightly ahead of the perfect meter. And it was just like a fly out to the warning track, or I don't even know if it made it to the warning track. And that was like Albert Pujols too. Or so like I don't know. There seems like a little bit of inconsistency in the PCI area of the game, and then like foul ball. So hopefully that's something else that's coming in general gameplay, is they tighten the game up a little bit that way. Nintendo Switch getting a soft lock fix there. Franchise fixed an issue with roster turnover in spring training after an injury, and the ability to view transaction log during the playoffs. Sorry, co-op fixed an issue that could prevent users from entering the lineup screen. So co-op's still getting looked at a little bit. Home run derby. Remaining time to disappear for home run derby. So we're getting some changes to different game modes. I know I don't really play these game modes at all. I don't have that much of an interest. I won't have much of an interest to co-op until they add some sort of rewards to it personally. But for those that play co-op, how's it running now? Is it actually like allowing you to get games? Let me know in the comment section, please. But yeah, we'll see once they actually add a reason to play co-op how it's playing. UI, they added a new feature rewards area to the conquest menu. So now if you hover over conquest, you can kind of see the cool new things they added for different. I think this is from Memorial Day for finishing that conquest. Added a supercharged player screen that lists all the supercharged players and a direct link to the marketplace for each. You can find the new screen inside Diamond Dynasty on the player updates menu title. It'd be neat if they had like an update. So it's one of the player updates here. if this was on the market. That'd be kind of neat. Like find the supercharged if there's like a filter. Also be kind of cool adding like a filter to your inventory or your squad screen, or both. That just like paralleled players be kind of cool, or like parallel level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. That'd be kind of a cool filter to have too. I feel like on the different spots. Then they fixed an issue that would occur occasionally prevent a user from entering the logo vault for the franchise custom team menu. Exhibition live rosters that would prevent pitcher stats, prevent users from scrolling the friends list. So a lot of bug fixes, which are awesome. They're kind of like, if they're rare bugs, they're a little boring. So overall, this isn't like a major gameplay patch, but I will say it will provide, a bit of a different scoring environment, I feel. So we'll see how those dives look tomorrow, and if they're still kind of like excessive, because some of the things they've said they've patched this year, we've kind of found that to be a little on the untrue side, where like, the gameplay seemed very similar after last patch when they said they touched hitting. It really didn't really get touched at all, but they said they're gonna kind of go in like thin slices and not change the game too much at once, not go way back and forth, which I do admire that personally. The fact that you kind of want to take it slow, just go and try and get closer to the game and not, swing back and forth like they have in the past. So we'll see. Hopefully we get more gameplay patches in the next coming weeks here to help fix that, the hitting engine, in my opinion, which is probably the biggest issue outside of disconnects and freeze-offs. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I will see you tomorrow.